Hi Capricorn, happy birthday and happy new year. This is your forecast for the month of January 2017. This is a general reading for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, or Capricorn Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. Please remember that these are general readings and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a personal reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, provided on the link at the upper corner. If you have visited my site before, you'll need to clear your browser's cache for the schedule button to function properly. So Capricorn, the first week of January starts with this Seven of Swords. And this is a very unusual card in that it can operate on a benign level or it can indicate some real issues taking place. So this could be a week where you're simply doing a lot of going back and forth. Maybe you've got a lot of errands, or maybe you're moving from one place to another, or you're doing some travel. But at its worst, this could be a card that speaks to a theft or some duplicity. There are issues about taking advantage of someone, or feeling cheated or betrayed, experiencing bad luck. There could be issues of unfaithfulness and secret love affairs. For some of you, you're trying to run away from something. You're trying to evade something. And for others of you, there's futility attached to situations this week. Things may not happen the way that you want. But for some of you, this is about letting somebody take advantage of you. Or maybe you're getting some constructive criticism. Maybe you're putting yourself at risk in some way. This is definitely a warning card. Now, for some of you, this was a warning that you got some wise advice that you didn't necessarily take. For some of you, you are distancing yourself from other people. You're keeping people at arm's length. So you're avoiding interacting with other people. Maybe you're doing the unexpected. For others of you, you are having to come up with some kind of strategy to meet a test or a challenge. So this is about, strategizing, and maybe you're trying to outwit someone. But whatever it is, this is going to be a week where honesty and integrity comes into view, and either you or someone else will be put on the spot because of it. So either you were overconfident about something, or maybe you didn't have enough confidence in something. This would be a week where you need to be very careful about the information that is coming across your path. Don't necessarily believe everything that you hear. And this is a week for you to be cautious about what you say. You could experience outright theft, but something more insidious could be the way you are stealing from yourself in wasting your time, putting effort into things that are not going to give you any return, wasting your talents, wasting your emotions on non-productive relationships or pursuits. So you have to be careful this week about your possessions, your health, your safety. Again, what you say could come back to haunt you in some way. You may be plotting something, and it maybe you're plotting to deceive someone. But just know that that's probably going to backfire on you and not turn out the way you hope. This is a week to be honest and not try to embellish the truth or distort the facts in any way. This could also be a week where you feel vulnerable, and maybe you're very dependent on receiving love and affection or what some other person thinks. You need their opinion to feel good about yourself. But just know that if you are seeking validation through the external, that's going to be very draining for you, and it's going to chip away at your individuality and keep you from effectively standing up for yourself. Fortunately, because this is about escape, this is going to be a good week for you to escape, to diplomatically remove yourself from situations that don't really have anything to do with you. And surprisingly, things could work in a contrary manner. If you've been dealing with somebody who normally is not completely forthright, this could be the week where they're less likely to tell you a lie, or they're more likely to keep a promise. If they have been somebody who's been irresponsible in the past, they may deliver this week. So for some of you, this is about matchmaking. Maybe you know two people who would really be great as a match, and you facilitate that. Or maybe that happens to you and it turns out better than you had thought. Maybe some real sparks fly. For some of you, you are coming and going. You're getting a lot done. And so at the end of the day, you may realize that even though you thought you were falling behind, you're not as behind as you were afraid of. So this is going to be a week of awakenings on some level. And for others of you, there's going to be a need for you to get grounded right here and right now. You're wasting time. Now, the second week of January, you have the Emperor. So from this week forward, in January is very significant for you because the rest of the layout is all major cards. So, this is karma that you've earned this week on some level. This is a connection to probably, this is a lot of fire energy, particularly Aries. This could be a father figure, a husband. This could be some man who has power, a man who owns land, or somebody in a high position, somebody who wields a lot of influence, somebody who is important. For some of you, this is going to be an opponent or some kind of rival. And for others of you, it's going to be the opposite. This is somebody that can help you. But this is generally, again, someone who holds a position of authority. This could be a secure and stable business person. This could be a mentor. This could be any entity that holds authority over you. This could be school. This could be a company. This could be a parent again. But this is going to be a week that focuses on order, control, power, very masculine energy, asserting yourself, possibly dealing with authority or acting as an authority. There's going to be a concern for the things that hold up society, the structures, the pillars of society, the drive for achievement, for success, for respect. And this could be a week where you feel very strongly about creating a stable foundation and something of lasting value. So you're very motivated with regard to your material wealth, becoming your own person. Maybe you're seeking some type of job promotion, or you're trying to get a project started, or for some of you, you're dealing with the government. And for others of you, you're dealing with the consequences of your actions at this time. So this is all about responsibility and demands. So this is going to be either the beginning of a stressful period for you, or you have just recently ended a stressful period. But whatever it is, control is going to be at the center of everything. And this control issue is going to rev up your emotions and make you very protective about your place in the world, your sense of belonging, your connections, and your security. And you're going to be very intense this week about getting to the bottom of something and finding the truth, no matter what that is. Now, for some of you, you are being asked to step up and take responsibility. You may be taking charge of something important. And you're going to be using a lot of your mental energy because of the demands being placed on you. But you have, because you want to succeed, you're very willing to step up and do whatever it takes. In fact, this is going to be a week where you're going to be very assertive and very direct. You're going to be laying the cards on the table, telling people like it is, and making no bones about it. Now, for some of you, this is a week where you realize you've lost control and it's going to be hard for you to get it back. So you may be trying to push a situation too hard, or trying to make things move quickly. And because of the intensity that you're attaching to it and the way you're going about it, you're actually going to create some problems for yourself, because that in-your-face self-righteousness is going to alienate you from other people. Now, some of you need to realize that there are things that you can't control. And so for you, it's going to be very challenging to let go of that and realize there's some things that you don't have the ability to change. And because you're having difficulty grappling with that realization, it's affecting you inside and affecting your physical well-being. So this is a week for you to use your leadership skills and your willpower wisely, rather than fanatically and trying to overpower or dominate other people. Be careful about being too controlling, too demanding, too petty, too much in the pursuit of your own personal gain and power, because at the end of the day, you may realize that you didn't have as much power as you thought. In fact, if you don't, this could be a week where there's a lack of progress. Maybe you are running away from your problems. Maybe there have been issues of abuse of power and authority. And maybe you're feeling inferior this week, or you have a problem accepting authority. There is dependency, and maybe you're rebelling against others. So this is a week to not be narrow-minded, indecisive or overly confident. There could be excessive responsibilities this week, and maybe you are trying to figure out your way. There could be a lack of direction. Maybe you are tied to some strings that you have difficulty unraveling. In the positive, this is about moving forward with your objectives. So this could be a week where something takes off. Maybe some project takes off, or maybe you literally take off. Maybe you start a journey, or maybe you're facing something new, some new horizons. There could be something that is over with and now you have freedom. And so now that could be indicated by this Seven of Swords. You're running away to be free from something. So again, a week of leadership, power, and control. The third week, you have the Moon card. And this is another card that has a lot of meaning to it. Now, you could be dealing with mother figures, maternal people, women, traveling. Maybe you're dealing with people who are very intuitive, very psychic. Maybe you're dealing with creativity. Maybe you're dealing with people who are counselors or who deal with emotions, like therapists or psychologists. Somebody who is in touch with the unconscious mind. But this is the second indication for you of some kind of deception. You had the Seven of Swords the first week. This card in the third week, the Moon, can indicate a liar or somebody conning or somebody that's an imposter or trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or somebody who is impractical. Now, you may be confused yourself. Maybe you're deceiving yourself, or someone is deceiving you, or you're deceiving someone. But this could connect to people that are emotionally troubled or mentally ill, or people who are, again, devious and deceptive. There could be some secret enemies or some downright crooks in a situation. So this could be a week where your emotions are strongly in focus, and you may feel emotionally out of sync with other people, which again could be the Seven of Swords. You're keeping people at arm's length. You don't feel like relating to others. This could be a week where, your imagination is really taking off, or again, you're trying to escape, maybe perhaps to your imagination. Dreams may be important. This could also be a week where you may have some gynecological problems if you're female. Maybe you have some female issues that you're having to deal with. Whatever it is, this is going to be a week where you're going to have to really take a closer look at something. A situation, a relationship, a problem, and you're going to have to be brutally honest with yourself. The rose-colored glasses are going to have to come off. And being honest with yourself and other people is the way to approach the situation. Now, some of you, maybe you're feeling depressed, maybe you're feeling irritable, or you're feeling suspicious or anxious for some reason, and you just don't know why. But probably it's because on a very intuitive level, you know that something is going on. Maybe some secret something, or something that's difficult, or some bad news that you're going to hear. And you're going to hear this about people you care about, or from people that you care about. So this is going to be a week where your physical health and your emotional health is very tied together. And you may feel some illnesses that are directly related to the amount of stress that you are under. Some of you're very emotional, and maybe you need to be needed. You need some love in your life. You need a connection, and you need that in order to feel good about yourself. The Seven of Swords also talked about feeling the need to be validated by other people. So if you need that this week, you may feel very vulnerable. You may feel that you're not getting the support that you need to feel good about yourself. In fact, you may even feel as if people are criticizing you, when that may not be the case. So this could be a week where you dig a hole for yourself by being in denial about your work, your health, or your relationships. And you may have some self-defeating patterns that you need to address, because it's all coming together. Those patterns are lining up with your anxiety, your fears, your anger, and it may be building a wall against opportunities that you could encounter that could change some things for you. So this is a week for you to try to relax and try to escape by doing something that you enjoy. And in your moments of solitude and quiet, maybe at night, maybe in your dreams, maybe you will get some solutions that will help you overcome any challenges. And this is going to help you not take your frustration out on other people, because you are especially irritable this week. Now, just know that any kind of secrets, if somebody was trying to take advantage of you or trying to get away with something, that's going to come to light this week, whether it's been you or someone else. Anything that has been hidden is likely to be revealed. And so those issues may have to be addressed. Now, if you've been down in the dumps because of your finances, you may be letting that overwhelm you. You may be so preoccupied with the material or your emotional situation that it's counterproductive to what you're hoping to achieve. So this is a week where the key is to be vigilant. Whatever you're facing, deal with it and move through it. The negative would be avoidance. That would be your worst course of action. Fortunately, this could be a week of some serendipity that happens. Again, you may be opening yourself up to your hopes, your dreams. You may be getting messages through your dreams. You could get some results that perhaps surpass your expectations. There could be something unexpected that comes up, some opportunity or gift, if you allow yourself to receive it. For others of you, this card is telling you, this is a warning that you need to take some type of action. The fourth week, you have the Devil card. Now, a lot of people don't like this card. This card does have strong ties to Capricorn, though. It's connected to Saturn. So you may be very hardworking this week, or there may be business issues that are very important. Sexuality may be very important. Or maybe if you had issues last week connected to the moon, health, feminine issues, this may be issues that tie into the sexual organs in some way. But this could be a week where you are getting clear about some habits that you have. Maybe, you are this card generally indicates some type of bondage, some condition or pattern that is largely self-perpetuating. It's something that is chronic. Now, maybe you're having a chronic health issue, or maybe there was a time out from something. Maybe, this is January, maybe you were on a break from school or work, and now you're having to go back. There could be some self-imposed limitations. Now, again, maybe you are restricting your emotional interactions with other people. Or maybe you're being particularly codependent with other people. But this card, because it has ties to Saturn, it connects to fears, to pessimism, to oppression, to selfishness. So there could be some delays, some setbacks, some challenges. You may feel as if you're having to work extra hard. And this may come about, these delays or setbacks may come about through responsibilities, older people, authority figures. For some of you, there are issues of selfishness or unhealthy attachments. There have been some unhappy choices that were made, and there's a refusal to leave a bad situation. Some of you may feel stuck in a rut, as if you're in a very confining situation or relationship. You may be dealing with obsessions or addictions, whatever that is: power, sex, money, unhealthy connections, excessive concern for money. You may be overly miserly. For some of you, this is about your instincts or your hang-ups. There's some powerful urges this week, and maybe you're having a battle with temptation. The temptation between money and spirit, or sex and true love and intimacy. So you feel very determined this week. Your instincts are in high gear. And because of that determination, it's going to be very easy for you to talk people into things, talk yourself into something, whatever it is that you feel serves that agenda. And it may be difficult for you to gain control over yourself. You may be tempted, and you may give in to temptation. And this may be driven by that fear, the fear for self-preservation, the fear of trying to gain an advantage. Your instincts for the material or to gain emotionally in some way are very strong. And so you have to be very vigilant in how you allow those to guide you, because they can be destructive or they can push you in a positive direction. Now, for some of you, if you are in the flow, you may have a couple of situations, some good luck that crosses your path, or you may come up with some brilliant ideas, something ingenious that's going to help you. If you were facing a misfortune, this could be a week where you become very resourceful and have that aha eureka moment where you figure out, I know exactly what I need to do to get out of this. For others of you, though, again, maybe you didn't pay attention to some warnings, and now you have pushed your luck too far, and now there's hell to pay. The devil has come calling. So if you have been prone to procrastinating or taking some foolish risks or behaving in ways that actually hurt you more than do good, this is the week where you are going to meet that head on. Maybe this desire to be desired or to be of service to somebody else is an issue for you. You are struggling with that against your fear of being used or exploited, or that other people are going to be looking to you for too much, which could be the reason you're keeping people at arm's length. But this is a week to be very practical, to use your common sense and keep that enthusiasm, that desire, the optimism in check, so that you don't take on more responsibilities that you can actually handle. You may be tempted to push yourself beyond your limits, in which case you make some grave error. Maybe you're getting involved in something and you see it as a challenge, so you think you're going to take it on, but in fact, this is a no-win situation where you're not going to come out ahead. So this is about getting clear on what your capabilities are and really realizing what opportunity is. You may have a very strong desire for personal recognition, for achievement, and because you are very psychologically in tune to other people, you can almost predict what other people will do, what their next move will be, what their merits are, and what their intentions are. So this is a week about, keeping that sense of integrity, maintaining your ethics, being a decent human being is important. But there could be a strong focus on your desires, your ambitions, business, and maybe you're bringing some of those ideas to life. Maybe you're attracting the things that you desire. You're using that gift of influence and using it to influence others to align with your goals. For some of you, though, this is a definite warning that you've been operating under an illusion, and it's now a time for you to take some necessary steps. Now, the underlying energy is the Three of Cups. So this could be about healing. If some of you were dealing with issues, this could be about healing. If you were giving in to temptation and maybe overeating, there was some excess. This card relates to eating, drinking, abundance. So those could be issues this month. But this is generally about celebrating friendship, community, gathering, having fun. And reaping the harvest, reaping the rewards of your efforts. There's fruitfulness, there's plenty. Maybe you're seeking assistance from others, or maybe you're very focused on achievement. This card can herald, a new lifestyle, a marriage, engagement, a wedding, conception, birth, and also divorce as well. So there's a lot going on this month. Now, some of this could relate back to self-indulgence, infidelity, romance that has gotten off the tracks, harmful excess through addiction or, alcoholism. This could be promiscuity or selfishness. Could be infertility or marital issues. And again, issues of exploitation and taking advantage of other people, wallowing in emotions, unhappy endings, being left out, illness or overindulgence. So there is going to be a lot of opportunities to connect with other people, but those are likely going to connect to some kind of agenda, either on your part or the part of other people. But again, a lot of opportunities to connect with others. There could be a lot of information flying back and forth. Some of it's good, others of it is trivial and nothing more than gossip. So you're going to have the ability to express yourself, to discuss your feelings, to get feedback from other people. But this is a month where it's very important for you to be cognizant of the facts. So you had a lot of cards about deception or people pulling the wool over your eyes. So this is a month for you to make sure that you know what the facts are before you believe or disbelieve anything, especially if your emotions are attached to it. And timing is an issue. Maybe there are some delays on your part or just the part of circumstance. Someone close to you may be lying. They may be embellishing the truth, or they may be revealing a secret, something that shouldn't have been revealed. Or maybe your imagination is running away with you and you think that people are fighting with you or fighting over you or fighting about you. Or you may be placing too much emphasis on someone else or a situation and thinking that they are at the root of your problems, or that they are going to be the rescuer or the answer, the solution to your dilemma. This, fortunately, though, could be a month where you resolve some situations, where you, if you're paying attention, you can head off any potential misunderstandings at the pass. You may be dealing with people who have inside information, and they may be willing to share that with you. So this is going to be a month of change on some level, whether that's an ending or some type of transformation, or changes that come through facing the truth about a situation. You may come to realize that you are waiting in vain for something to take place for you. Particularly important in your spread is this Emperor and this Moon. So having emotional power, or the power over your emotions, may be very important. There may be something hidden in connection to some entity of power or some person of power that is revealed to you. This is also going to be a month that is influenced by your mood, your attitude, how easily you are able to digest what is happening around you in the environment, what is coming at you. And it's also going to be a month that allows you to get some clarification, to improve a situation, to repair something, to get clear on something, so that you can operate more efficiently in your daily life in the future. There's probably going to be some measure of misunderstanding or miscommunication, deception, avoidance, or escapism involved in situations. All right, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I would greatly appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and kind comments. For those of you who have already offered your support, please know that I am grateful and committed to you. I hope you have a wonderful January, and I look forward to speaking with you next month.